Well, welcome to Birch Farm. Here we are in North Devon. We're a 180-acre farm with animals, vegetables, nuts, berries, and everything as part of a business called The Collective. Birch Farm has kind of gone through many different kind of evolutions now, and really the vegetable side especially is one that's based on natural farming. And so natural farming is how can we grow food in balance with nature. There's a call to arms for all people who care about this and have access to land, even if it's just a small garden, that we have to do everything we can to help our biodiversity as much as possible, because it is really, really suffering now. It's about minimal inputs, not bringing in huge amounts of compost, not bringing in huge amounts of wood chip, which are all huge, massive sinks to carbon, massive carbon footprints before we've even started. It's about using more perennials. It's about building climate resilience as much as possible. Our climate is getting hotter, and each time it gets hotter, it's getting more difficult for us to grow the annual vegetables that we're used to. And we have to remember the places that we buy and import our annual vegetables are also suffering to that weather. So in time, annual production is going to become really expensive and really difficult. So for the future and future generations, we need to start building resilience. And resilience can be built through agroforestry, whether that's food forest or alley cropping, perennial vegetables, perennial foods, incorporating perennials and annuals together, not removing either one. It's about growing them together, not having to put all of our food in, undercover, plastic mesh, netting, polytunnels, being able to grow it outside as much as possible to then build those important habitats and share with our biodiversity as much as possible. And we've really pushed this idea for 5 years now, and I'm really proud of what Birch Farm has achieved and the team has achieved here as well. And we're really finding actually these can be good systems, and they can be efficient systems for farming or really lovely systems for your garden. It's really how far our imagination can take us to the endless possibilities that natural farming can give us. And I think in a world of climate depression, every time we turn the news or read the paper or look at social media, it's kind of doom and gloom about this, the removal of that. But actually, I think we need to look at projects like Birch Farm, like NEP, like Grass Green Roof Company at John Little, because actually it shows you how quickly our biodiversity can recover. And it's not as doom and gloom as we think. By changing a few things, by allowing hedgerows to grow, by planting trees, by adding habitat, biodiversity comes back. And where I'm standing right now, 4 years ago, this was a blank dairy pasture, slurry, mowing, compaction, hedgerows that were about as high as my chest. In 4 years, we've built this beautiful garden, and there's butterflies, bees, insects. And this field was silent when we first came. There was nothing here, you couldn't hear anything. The only thing you could hear were the crows laughing at us on top of the pylons. Now when you walk through the farm, there's bird song, insects, crickets, there's buzzing, there's plumes of butterflies hitting you as you're walking through. Song thrushes, robins, blackbirds, hawks, buzzards, they've all come back to the farm in 4 years' time. And I think that's really, really inspiring for the future, to be honest.